It is our job as entrepreneurs to number one, innovate, and number two, refine on behalf of our customers. Meaning, your customers deserve new products and services from you that you created, that you synthesized. Can you introduce a novel way to solve a problem? Can you identify a problem that's maybe not even in the conscious realm or conscious field of the customer, and then provide a solution? We didn't need telephones until there were telephones, and we didn't need cell phones until we had those. We didn't need personal computers until we had them. That is a novel offering. That is an innovation. We didn't know we needed electric lights when we had kerosene, and maybe we didn't know we needed that when we had wood fire. We didn't know we need fire when we had moonlight and sunlight. Those are innovations. An innovation can be noticing something that's occurring and finding a way to turn that into a product or service. I don't want to hear anyone say that they're not creative. That's what creation is. It's a matter of observation and reimagining how something can be presented. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything is synthesized. Therefore, you too can synthesize an innovation on behalf of someone else. The second thing is refinement. Think about the car that you drive, or maybe cars that you see if you don't drive. We'd still be driving Model Ts if it were not for refinements, making a better version of something that exists, because people still want better versions of existing novel solutions, of existing innovations. I want to be clear on those differences and remind you that it is our job as entrepreneurs to do both. Maybe in your business, maybe you're a refiner, maybe you're an innovator, or maybe you're both. But that's still your job, either way it goes. Maybe it's both. It's to innovate and refine on behalf of the customer. They want your best ideas. Don't be afraid about sharing your vision. Because here's the thing. A lot of times we'll be afraid to share our vision, to share what is placed in us, what we've observed, what we've synthesized, because we don't want someone to take it. But guess what? There's always some detail that makes sense to you that won't make sense to anybody else. No one can take your idea if it's truly solving a meaningful problem. If it's that simple, maybe the problem isn't all that meaningful. But if you're truly solving something, only you can bring that idea to market. That's how fortunes are created. That's how wealth is created. Through the observation of a way to improve something, seizing that opportunity and providing the solution. That's what I want you to do. There's got to be a better way to do something around you. If you're working a job and you're frustrated, why are you frustrated? Nothing has to be any certain way. Things are the way that they are because someone noticed something, they did something about it. And it probably benefited them. That's the way of the world. And on the one hand, a person may abhor the work conditions that they are in, but they still go to work. Why? Because someone is providing an opportunity for them to earn income. Other people create ways to earn incomes for themselves. Everything is needed. You have the power to innovate and refine on behalf of the customer. You have a responsibility as an entrepreneur to do just that. New forms of solving maybe a new problem or existing problem, or better ways to refine an existing solution to make it better so that people can live better. And when you help enough people live better, if you help one person live significantly better, well, they'll help you live significantly better. If you help a lot of people live a little bit better, when you add up all those improvements, they're going to help you live a lot better because it's all going to compile into you. Business is not complicated. The solutions may have their intricacies. They may have their technical challenges to overcome. But business fundamentally is not complicated. Put yourself, if you're not currently an entrepreneur, put yourself in the seat of an entrepreneur mentally. Your job is to innovate. Your job is to refine. Everything is synthesized. All the ingredients that you need, all the raw material that you need, all the capital, the money, the people, the ideas, the support, the customers, everything you need exists. And every person in the world needs their life to be a little bit better in some way. Some people need the basic necessities. It could be food, clothing, shelter. We need more people producing high quality, healthy foods. We don't have to wait around on anyone, on anything. You don't have to wait. You can provide it. Maybe you like to plant. We'll plant some food, sell it to your local community. People will appreciate food from someone that they can know, like, and trust, to have their best interest at heart. Maybe you're a very organized person. I only became organized in the last few years. I was fortunate enough to marry a very organized person who helped me solve that problem. I could not get organized for 30 years of my life. Now I'm much more organized. You can sell that ability to someone else. It may just be commonplace because you're naturally gifted or inclined in that way, but it is a struggle for somebody else. Maybe your solution is a product. Maybe it's a service. Maybe it's a program. Maybe it's a digital product. Maybe it's a community. But solve the problem. You can do it. You can solve a problem. It doesn't matter. You're good at something. And you can take that natural inclination or that developed skill and you can innovate and or you can refine. You can create a new solution to an existing problem or a new solution to a new problem. You can refine an existing solution to make someone's life better. You know, if you think about it, if you read a report that says that a set of customers is 90% satisfied with the existing solution, well, that means that there's 10% that are not. And that 10% could be your 100%. Don't hear that number and be discouraged. There's opportunity there. You know, in my business, I would say that the majority of businesses are happy to conduct business in the way that they've conducted business previously, and that's fine. What I'm offering is a different way, a novel way to solve problems, to help people connect with other individuals. I'm using my natural inclinations and developed skills to solve the problem. I naturally have a very good memory. I have an inclination, both natural and developed, to problem solve, to take large amounts of information and reduce it to simpler terms very quickly. That's very valuable. You know, I have associates and clients call me all the time or text me, email me and say, "Hey, David, do you know someone who can do this?" Why, yes. I don't need a database to remember all that. And I do forget things. But most of the time, I'm able to say, "Hey, give such and such a call. They can help you out." Or send it over my way. I'll take care of it for you. That's worth something. It's worth a lot. your ability to leverage your existing inclinations and develop skills to identify an opportunity, to innovate and provide a novel solution, or to apply what you already know and have, who you know, the resources you have, to refine an existing solution, well, that will set you apart. You know, a lot of times people get frustrated as in the early stages of business, especially. Most people don't make it past the early stages. I'm going to let you in as to why that is. It's because they never learned to be an individual in business. You can't just copy what someone else has done. That is not innovation. That is not refinement. That is a commodity. And you can make money with commodities for a period. But as more and more competitors enter into that market, well, your individual value will be diluted because you're not differentiated in any meaningful way. You start to compete on price. It's a race to the bottom. Before you know, your margins are too slim and you're out of business. But those who understand how to put their secret sauce on even an existing solution, that's a refinement. Well, you are differentiated. There is a certain group of people, your tribe, as Seth Godin would call it. They want to conduct business with you on a regular basis. And they will, because you've differentiated your product or service. You know, there's companies that are making lots of money now selling bottled water. What was their innovation? What was their refinement? Some have changed the packaging, biodegradable packaging, completely recyclable packaging. Some have refined in creating a better story around the product so that you can feel better around your purchase decision. There's new companies innovating in the loan origination space by making the process simpler. Because many businesses have copied other businesses where there's unnecessary inefficiency that benefits the service provider, but it is a detriment to the consumer, the person who consumes the product or service and has to pay for that. And as a result of that inefficiency, that consumer must pay a premium, an unnecessary premium. Well, companies pop up every day to say, I want to make this process more streamlined through my offering. That's valuable. Because as a consumer, if I want to buy a house, I don't care if the person's making $3,000 or $10,000 or $100,000. I just want my loan so that I can build my home. And whoever helps me to do that in the easiest way, well, they'll have a leg up there. They'll be differentiated. How can you differentiate yourself? You do that through innovation and refinement. I'm going to keep harping on it. I want this to stick with you. I want it to resonate in your mind. How important this is. Get out of here. You have a great day.